The 200th episode of the History of the Germans podcast has just dropped. And that's a terrifying number. I didn't think I would last that long, nor did I think that any one of my listeners would stick around for that long period. 200 episodes, that's 100 hours. That is 4 days of listening 24/7. I can completely understand anybody seeing this goes, I'm not sure I'm going to commit to that, and press play on episode 1. So I've cut down the show into multiple seasons, each of which should be more or less standalone. So you can go and just listen to any one of those that you fancy and skip all the other ones. And that should still make sense, assuming I make sort of sense. Now let me tell you a little bit about these seasons. The Reformation before the Reformation, that's about the Hussites, a religious sect from Bohemia that implemented Martin Luther's ideas almost to the word 100 years before him. And in the inevitable backlash brought on by the church and the emperor, their leaders, and one of them was completely blind, came up with a brand new way of doing warfare. A way of doing warfare that was so successful, they repelled 6 crusades and smashed one imperial army after another. And then the season before that is about the Holy Roman Empire between 1250 and 1356. That's a period I personally didn't know that much about either, but it is utterly fascinating. This is the time when the Habsburgs get their first lucky break. It has a romantic hero, Henry VII, who goes down to Italy to re-establish the old great medieval empire of the Hohenstaufen and tragically perishes. There is Ludwig the Bavarian, the last man to be elevated to the imperial throne by the Senate and the people of Rome, not by the Pope, and whose politics form the background to Umberto Eco's Name of the Rose. And then the whole season concludes in the Golden Bull of 1356, which is the foundational law of the Holy Roman Empire. We have a season on the Teutonic Knights, who were not quite as gruesome as Eisenstein makes them out to be. They were more entrepreneurs organizing adventure holidays for bored aristocrats. And then we have a season on the Hanseatic League, whose trading network stretched from Novgorod to Lisbon and from Venice to Bergen, but was mostly about Baltic herring and beer. So, if 200 episodes look like a bit too much, just pick any of these seasons. Best way to find them is on my website, historyofthegermans.com. Check out whether you like it, and if you do not, DM me and tell me what I could do better. I may have already got 200 episodes under my belt, but I'm only just beginning.